ramble here about The Sound of Freedom. I haven't seen it, but I've known about this stuff for decades. I've been an investigative blogger. I fought corruption. I took everything I knew to be my life. I've known about this stuff, and this movie touches on a lot of it, and not nowhere near as bad as it really is. I am very, I guess for lack of a better word, disturbed, shocked. Shouldn't be, but boy, you know where white hats are in charge and we're at the end game, right? When you have CNN coming out and debunking a movie based on. So I've seen a lot of movies in my day, right? I'm sure you have too, based on a true story. And they take their liberties and they change. Sometimes they change just a ton of things. I've seen movies based on a true story where I knew the true story or the people involved in the true story. And they took quite a bit of liberties with the movie. You wouldn't be like, oh, well, that's not true. Well, no, they said it was based on a true story. So it's just kind of based on. So to have the Guardian calling like the superhero brain rot dad or whatever, the QAnon thing, so the Guardian, the Jezebel, okay, there you go. They're big. But when you get to like the Rolling Stones, okay, what? CNN saying, actually talking about drinking blood. I mean, actually talking about some very disturbing things just so they can debunk it. Methink thou dost protest too much, right? So, you know we've won. You know that God's won when these guys are debunking a movie that's based on. It's not saying it's a documentary. This is full on true. It's saying it's based on the truth, and they're freaking out, right? Like they really thought they were winning. This dark sickness, and I have known about it for decades. They suppress our cures. They torture. They sexualize. You know, it's done. But there's a lot of cleanup to do. And so many people are saying, well, you know, and now all the stuff about Tim Ballard, okay, is this person bad? Is that person bad? Okay, just go away from all that. Don't listen to anything about anything. What can you do? You can do it in your own life. Stop inviting the family molester to dinner. Oh, it's Thanksgiving, he'll be lonely. He rapes children. They can't look at it. They can't digest it. People like me can and have. I've known people that were raped their whole childhood. I've been molested. I don't know. Most families I've ever known have been, there's sexual abuse in the family. And they're like, they still invite the grandfather. They still invite the uncle. And you can't get over it. My uncle molested his children, and they were a little bit older than me. Nothing I could do. My mom allegedly kept me away from him. I don't know. But she still made me hug him goodbye. Oh, go hug your uncle goodbye, right? Molested him. 20 years passed. His wife's sister died, and they inherited her children, and he molested them. They say it don't go away. They say they can't stop. They say the addiction or whatever it is, the dark magic, they can't not do it. So, you know, they need to be, I'm not going to say here. But it starts with, I'm repeating this from my earlier video, like the guy today that called out the guy and said, oh, you that 9-year-old, yummy, right? When you're sexualizing children, it's everywhere. Okay, Disney was doing it in books and magazines and things for years, for decades. It's been everywhere. Now more and more people know about it, so call everybody out. Okay? Don't go, oh, you're going to be a heartbreaker. Don't go, now, hug your grandma goodbye or hug your uncle goodbye. Let your child intuition be their intuition. If they don't want to hug somebody goodbye, don't make them. That's how you train their intuition. Children are smart. Children are resourceful, but they're also extremely naive and gullible. If they don't know how to deal with a stranger, if you're teaching them, because I give you here, I give you this pen, so you have to say thank you. I gave you something you didn't ask for. So you give the child a gift they didn't ask for, maybe they didn't want, but they have to thank you. This is all the root of sexual abuse. So no, You can't go in those tunnels, and you can't stop them from being raped, and you can't stop the horror of the organs and the adrenochrome. No, you can't. But you can, one, pray to your God. But you can do something in your life, like the man did on TikTok today, calling out the guy saying a 9-year-old was yummy. That's it. That's the movement. So when people say, oh yeah, well, what's the movie done? It's been 5 fucking days, people. I'm sorry, I've known about it for decades. This is the light, the fact that we can see it. And what are they going to do? We're in this earth for lesson, right? We're the people that are doing it. So when you go, oh, well, how's it going to make any difference? It's done it already. One man calling out another man for saying his daughter was yummy. Now, in my day, it was, oh, she's a heartbreaker. Or, oh, look at her. Oh, there's always some man sexualizing a child. And don't you let me even for 1 minute that you think that women don't do it too. Women are child molesters as well. And women enable the men to do it. Okay? It has to heal at the ground level. We create reality. So we have to change it everywhere in our life. The reason that God has put porn in schools, what? This is the sickest thing ever, right? Is to wake everybody up to what was already there. It's already there. We're making it really obvious. But it can't come from some magic galactic, because God, the people have to do it themselves. The one guy that did it about the 9-year-old, I keep harping on because I see it. I see it exploding. People are stitching it. People are talking about it. They're like, oh, and he's in a relationship. The guy's already deleted his stuff. They've already found him. And I'm not saying wishing harm on people or like going after the guy, but calling him out every time. It's not okay to sexualize my child. It's not okay for children to be in beauty pageants. It's not okay for children to get lap dances from drag queens. It's not okay to sexualize children across the board. Conservative, Republican, Democrat, liberal, I don't care who you are. Every single person, every single religion, every single belief is sexualizing children somehow. Oh, who are you going to marry? What you going to do when you grow up? Oh, you're going to be a heartbreaker, but you're going to have a bunch of kids. It's always sexualized. Stop sexualizing children. Call everybody out. This movie has rattled the demons. And God is here. God has won. Whatever it is you believe in. I cannot believe it's all of a sudden a Republican issue. Oh my God, that child's being raped. Oh, those Republicans. What? That child is being cut up and their organs are being sold. Oh, those darn Republicans. That child in there is being raped and sold over and over and over, and it's a Republican issue? Are you kidding me? Anyway, there's a bit on The Sound of Freedom for me. And no, I haven't seen it, but I know it, and I know every level of it. And I absorbed its horror a long time ago and felt helpless for a very long time. So now, you out there with the kids, you with the big TikTok accounts, you can do this. You are the army of light. You are the family of light. Whether you believe in God or not, I know you don't think it's okay to cut up a child. I know you don't think it's okay to terrorize a child and drink their blood for eternal youth. And I know you don't think it's okay to rape a child. And I don't care what party you are. It's not some conspiracy from some Republican. It's not okay.